I'm back! After 5 long months away, I'm finally back. Yay! I don't think it was 5 months. I think it was actually 6 months I last posted on my channel. It's been a while. I've cut my hair. I have bangs. I think I had bangs the last time we spoke. I can't remember. But I'm back. And it is December, it's Vlogmas, and I am so excited to be back and finally posting again. I am so sorry. I think in the last video I posted, I even said, see you again in 3 months. It's been more than 3 months. My apologies. Thank you to everyone that is still subscribed. Greatly appreciated. But yeah, I'm gonna try my best this Vlogmas to stay consistent. Well, not consistent to a T. I'm gonna lie. I'm lying. I'm not gonna say that consistent, but I'm gonna try my best to post a little bit more. That way it doesn't become 5 months again, because that was way too long. My bad. It's just really hard to get creative sometimes and think of ideas and really, you know, keep it rolling. So yeah, but I'm very excited to be posting again. And in this first video that I'm posting after a long break is my recent book purchases. The last time the last time I talked about like my recent book purchases or books that TikTok has made me purchase was about a year ago, which is crazy. So I've purchased a lot of books since then, and I've read a lot of books since then. So I thought, why not start this Vlogmas with books that I have purchased. And I'm going to show you guys the books that I've loved and that I've hated, because there are some that I've hated, and they're like, there's not many, but there's a good amount where I read them and I'm just like, what the hell am I reading? But yeah, guys, if you are interested in knowing what books I purchased through this year, stay tuned. Or not stay tuned, keep watching. A lot of the books that I've purchased, I have purchased them through my Kindle. So for my birthday this year, my best friends got me a Kindle, and this did not leave my side for months. Like months I was not reading physical books because this Kindle was an addiction, and it still is an addiction. Whenever I don't feel like I want to commit to purchasing like the full physical book, I will see if it's on my Kindle Unlimited. Kindle Unlimited is a monthly subscription where you pay $9 a month and you get to download books for quote-unquote free, because they're included in the Kindle Unlimited membership. So once I did that, there was a lot of books on Kindle Unlimited that I had saved, you know, in my TBR list to go back and see if I wanted to read them. So that's what I did. My Kindle's currently dead, so we're gonna leave all the Kindle books, or the books that I've read on my Kindle, for last, and we're gonna start with all the physical books. So starting off with the physical books, I am gonna start off with The Love Hypothesis. This book was good, but it wasn't all that it hyped up to be. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it was a really, really good book. I loved it. It was a very cute story, but I don't know, it wasn't memorable to me. It didn't stick in my head. It didn't make me think about it for weeks after. But it was a light read, very, very easy, very fun. So if you're thinking about reading it, I say read it. You know, it wasn't one of those books that made me want to gouge my eyes out with the writing pattern. The characters were great, but it wasn't too memorable in my opinion. Very cute book. I have no buyer's remorse with this. There are a few books though that I do have buyer's remorse for, specifically one. Oh, don't get me started. I'm gonna get to that very last. Oh, and some of the books that I purchased I haven't read because I've gotten hooked on another series, and that series, maybe we'll leave that series for last actually. The next book is oh my gosh, hope you guys could see it. The lighting is a little like crazy. Is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I hope you guys could see. I'm trying to like cover the light. Book Lovers by Emily Henry. This book was so cute. Their banter was so cute. The main character, she was hilarious. Her name was Nora, I believe. Yeah. Nora. She was so cute. Their like banter back and forth was very witty. They did kind of fall in love really fast for me. I feel like there wasn't that much in between, if that makes sense. Like they hated each other for 1 second, but then the next day they were in love. And I wish I kind of got a little bit more of them hating each other, because it was really cute to build up into that. But I would say that the amount of bantering that you get in this book was really cute. And I really like Emily Henry's style of writing. She's a really great author. I think I prefer her over Colleen Hoover, and that's kind of saying a lot. I do like Colleen Hoover, but we're gonna get into that in a little bit. But yeah, I prefer her writing style over Colleen Hoover, actually, because I do like People We Meet on Vacation. I haven't read Beach Read yet, but so far, like, I really do like her writing style way more than Colleen Hoover. The next book is The Guest List by Lucy Foley. I haven't read this book yet, so I just wanted to throw it in here because it is like my second mystery book that I've picked up, besides, no, actually it's my first mystery book, and I'm very excited to read it. But I just need to get over this obsession I have with the series I'm going to talk about like later on. But I'm excited to read it, but I haven't read it yet because I am a woman of obsession, and when I get obsessed with a series, I need to stick with it for months. So I haven't dabbled in it yet, but I've heard nothing but great things. I'm very excited to read this book. If you guys have read it, can you tell me in the comments down below, like, what did you think? Is it, you know, suspenseful? Is it a good thriller? Like, is it a good mystery? Is there a good mystery involved? Again, I've heard nothing but great things, but let me know in the comments what you think about it. All right, now we're getting in to the two books I freaking hated the most. Hated. And you know what, I'm sorry, but it was written by Colleen Hoover. And you know what, no shade to Colleen Hoover, because I love two of her books, Verity and November 9th, and I will stand by that Verity is one of her better books, and November 9th is one of her best romance books that she's ever written. Not It Ends With Us, not Regretting You, not Reminders of Him. No, Reminders of Him was okay. It was not anything special to me. Regretting You was horrible, and a lot of people are gonna probably fight me on that, but I hated it so much. I rolled my eyes so many times throughout that book. But yeah, so no shade to Colleen Hoover, but these two books, girl, horrible. First up, Hopeless. What the hell did I read? I was reading this and I was like, Colleen, be FFR right now, girl. This is not, I was kind of uncomfortable. It was very uncomfortable to read, and I feel like there should be some type of trigger warning on the front cover of this or something. I don't know, did I miss the trigger warning? Because I didn't see it when I opened the book. So I feel like there needs to be some trigger warning with this, because as I kept reading it, I was like, what is going on? And I'm sorry, but finding out that his tattoo was like hope, and I don't know. I don't want to give it away, because if you guys want to read it and all that, but just know there's a need of trigger warning with this book, because if someone's been through something as traumatic as what is in this book, there needs to be a trigger warning. Because when I read it, I fully did not expect it to escalate to that point. So it was a no for me. And I know a lot of people like this book. I don't know. That was a lot of emotion for that book, or for that last book. There's a lot of emotion there, because I was like, oh. Now, everybody really took to It Ends With Us. Everyone really loved it with passion. I even liked it. That's the first book I read from Colleen Hoover, and I was really into it. I liked it. I liked the drama, but then after I read, you know, Ugly Love, November 9th, Verity, I was like, oh, Colleen, you could do way better than It Ends With Us. But, you know, I was like, you know, I'm gonna support her when she comes out with the you know, sequel Is that the correct term? Yeah, I guess a sequel. I think she says it right here in the book. Oh, well, the next book is It Starts With Us. And it is I think she talked about it. What did she say? Yeah, so sequel. Because it picks up right where It Ends With Us stopped. This did not need to be written. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I probably sound like the biggest bitch, but this didn't need to be written. This could have been in the epilogue. We didn't need this. I'm sorry. We didn't need this. I felt like I was reading a middle schooler's writing. The writing flow was... I probably sound so harsh. The writing flow was not up to par. It made me really dizzy. It made me so dizzy. I felt like I was like getting hit by a bus while I was reading this, because oh my god, it was so stupid. I was like, and then some of the characters she added, I almost felt performative. So I could have done without this. Everything was just a headache in this book. It was so corny, so, I don't want to say unrealistic, because it is. It was like, you know, things happen like this in life, but some scenes where I was like, I don't know if that happened in real life, but I get it. It's like an escape. It's fantasy. It's not real. It's fiction. But I don't know. Like, it just, we just could have gone without it. We should have just left it at It Ends With Us. This could have been the epilogue where we skipped to Lily and Atlas, you know, living happily ever after with their baby, with Ryle and Lily's baby. But yeah, I was so disappointed. This was just not, it felt very rushed, felt very, oof, I didn't like it, and I kind of regret pre-ordering it, to be honest. Like, I have buyer's remorse with this book for sure, and I know I sound really harsh, but I'm sorry, Calling Girl. Like, this was not it. It was not it, and I hope her other novels that she puts out and all her other stories she puts out are like way better than this, because this was just, it was like the same writing flow as Hopeless, and I think Hopeless was like one of her like first kind of books, I think. I could be wrong, actually. I don't know, but both of them were just not, it wasn't doing it for me. I'm sorry. I know I sound so harsh, but big fat no. I'm so excited to talk about this, you guys. Like, this, oh my god, this series has me by the neck. I'm literally rereading it right now. I read it once and I'm reading it again. This will be my second time reading it. I don't know if you guys can guess it. That's right, the ACOTAR series. I don't even know if that's like the proper or the right way, because this is ACOTAR, ACOMAF, so on and so forth. But this series, mwah, these are my babies and I love them so much. I probably seem crazy, but oh, these books are like my happy place. I haven't felt this like excited about books or a series since like Twilight and Harry Potter. In my adulthood, this is like, oh my gosh, I literally want a tattoo like everyone does after they read this series, because they're the best. Oh, they're so good. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it. I also got this beautiful thing right here. It's the A Court of Thorns and Roses collector's edition. I'm sorry, look how gorgeous. You can see my shower cap back there. Look how gorgeous she is. My boyfriend got it for me for our anniversary, and she is just so stunning and beautiful. I'm gonna show you guys the inside, because oh, if I could get the collector's edition for all the books, I would most definitely spend my money on that. There's Feyre right there shooting her bow and arrow, and there's I forgot his name. Oh my gosh, the fairy that dies in the beginning. He was kind of like not important. And inside the book has the most detailed map of Prythian. I hope I'm saying that correctly, because honestly in a lot of Sarah J Maas's books, it's very hard to pronounce the names. I've had to look it up because I did have trouble in the beginning, and I think I still do have trouble. So yeah, this collector's edition is gorgeous. Okay, so let's talk about the series really quickly. if you love fantasy, if you love like fairies and all that, this book is for you. At first I took so long to get on the train of this hype because I was like, oh, am I gonna get into it? Am I gonna like it? I was obsessed from the get. I finished this whole series within a week, I think. I finished A Court of Thorns and Roses in a day, and I was a mad woman looking for A Court of Mist and Fury because it was sold out everywhere around me. These books are amazing. They're an amazing escape, so I highly recommend them. I can't say anything like better about these. Like, they're just so good. And you know what, a lot of people like to say that they did not like A Court of Frost and Starlight, but this book was so cute to follow up after A Court of Wings and Ruin, because this was a little bit of a, you know, you kind of went through it in this book, in the third book. So this was a nice lighthearted way to follow up. Sarah J Maas is a mastermind. She knows what she's doing, and I'm very excited for the, I think it's what, the sixth book? The sixth book to come out. There's some unanswered questions that we need to know. Like, what's gonna happen with Lucian and Elaine? Is Elaine gonna be with Asriel? We don't know. So I'm very excited for this series to continue. And now moving on from this series, I haven't read it yet, but I've got it. It's Throne of Glass. There's a lot of debate on which way to start reading this book, but I am gonna start with this book first. A lot of people say to start with Heir of something. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with the titles yet. I'm not obsessed with it yet because I haven't read it yet. So yeah, I'm gonna start with Throne of Glass after I finish rereading the ACOTAR series. I'm currently back on A Court of Wings and Ruin. So after I finish that, I have big plans to go into the Throne of Glass world. So I'm very excited for that. I'm very, very excited. Oh, the Assassin's Blade, I believe, because she has like all the orders right here. But I'm gonna do it the publishing way because Sarah J Maas, again, is a mastermind, and she would not have published it any other way if she didn't think it would go that way. So I'm gonna trust the author on this one. I'm gonna start with this book, and I'm very excited to see how it goes and how I like it, because I know a lot of people love it, especially following up after ACOTAR. Okay, so now moving on to books that I've read on my Kindle. We're gonna start off with the Ravenhood series. I don't know if you guys could see. I'm gonna put it right here. So the Ravenhood series has 3 books in it, and it's The Flock, Exodus, and The Finish Line. This series, so good. I think I've come to realize that I'm kind of a serious girl. Like, I love a set of books that are like all wrapped in this like world, and The Flock was so good. At first I was like, oh my god, this is like really steamy and I don't know what's going on, but the storyline is really good. The Finish Line, the last book, was kind of I want to say it was dragged out. It could have ended maybe with 2 books, honestly. I don't know, but I guess 3 books makes it a series. But yeah, The Finish Line was a little dragged out, but I do like the ending, and I do like who the main character ended up with. I haven't read this book in a long time. I think I might reread it eventually again down the line because it was so good, and the storyline was very memorable, and I think about it constantly every day. The next series I read was Vow of Deception, Tempted by Deception, and Consumed by Deception. Oh my god, I'm getting tongue-tied, but you get the point. This was so freaking good. Like, it had me on my toes. I was like mind blown. It was like a mystery. I didn't know if the character had actually passed away or if she was alive, if someone was pretending to be her. It was filled with so much like built up anxiety. Like, I don't know, I was just very like, oh my gosh, what's happening? What's gonna happen next? Well, like, every time I turned the page, I did not know what was going on. Every time this book ended, like, the way the author played out these 3 books, nothing felt dragged out or prolonged. Everything fit perfectly, and it was just so detailed and well written. It like blew, I'm telling you, blew my mind. So if you want like mafia mixed in with, I wouldn't even say mafia, I guess he was mafia, but mafia mixed in with, you know, thriller and mystery, the whole Vow of Deception, masterpiece. So good, so good. So my camera died, so I am now filming on my phone, so sorry for the change of quality. Yeah guys, so that's pretty much all. Not all the books, there are some more books that I read this year, but I feel like it would just be like a really long video. So if you guys want me to make a second video talking about more books that I've read, because I do have a lot on my Kindle, let me know in the comments down below and I can go ahead and film that for you guys, so you guys can kind of get like an honest review, see what I've picked up, what I haven't read yet, what I've read, all that. So just let me know in the comments below. But yeah guys, that completes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.